What separates the strongest minds from the rest? Why do some people endure, persevere, and thrive when everything seems impossible? The answer is mental toughness. And no one embodies this more than David Goggins, the Navy SEAL. Ultra-endurance athlete and living legend, known for pushing the limits of human endurance.
Get it! 18! On me, son! Get it!
Today, we're breaking down 7 powerful tips to develop mental toughness. Inspired by David Goggins' journey from rock bottom to becoming one of the toughest men alive. And if you're serious about becoming the strongest version of yourself, mentally and physically, stick around, because these tips are designed to transform your life. But first, let me ask you, what's the biggest challenge you faced? Drop it in the comments below, and let's talk about it. Most people shy away from discomfort, but here's the truth. Growth happens in the uncomfortable, in the moments where you're tired, sore, and ready to quit. Embrace the suck is a philosophy Goggins lives by, because it's the moments that hurt the most that shape you into someone stronger. Goggins talks about his journey through Hell Week, where sleep deprivation, freezing temperatures, and unbearable pain became his reality. Instead of running from it, he embraced it. Every day was a new opportunity to build a stronger version of himself.
Because when I wake up, I know the journey that it takes for me to find my greatness. And it's hard. Nothing is easy.
In your life, when things get tough, whether it's a workout, a challenging project, or a personal setback, remind yourself that this is where growth happens. Change your mindset to view discomfort as a tool to push your limits. The next time you're in the middle of something tough, ask yourself, how can I use this pain to grow? Mental toughness isn't something you're born with, it's something you build. Just like calluses form on your hands after lifting weights, your mind needs to toughen through repeated exposure to stress and challenge. After failing multiple attempts to qualify for the Navy SEALs, Goggins didn't give up. He conditioned his mind to handle pain and rejection by constantly doing things that pushed his mental and physical limits, like running 100 miles without any real training. He turned failure into fuel.
Like, running is running. It sucks, but you have a choice to make. Do you want to sit down and go back to that guy you once were? No.
Start by doing something hard every day. It could be as simple as taking cold showers, waking up earlier, or doing that workout you've been avoiding. The key is to constantly expose yourself to challenges, so when life throws you a curveball, your mind is already toughened. We're building this community for men who want to become more, who want to push their boundaries and live life with purpose. Our mission is to inspire young men to embrace mental and physical toughness, responsibility, and leadership. So, if this resonates with you, make sure to subscribe to our channel, because this journey is just beginning. Your mind is either your greatest asset or your biggest enemy. To build mental toughness, you need to learn how to control the negative self-talk that sabotages your efforts. In his book, Can't Hurt Me, Goggins shares how he developed what he calls his mental cookie jar, a mental space where he stored memories of past achievements. When things got tough, he would reach into the jar, reminding himself of the obstacles he had already overcome, fueling him to push through. When negative thoughts arise, combat them by reflecting on your past wins. Create your own mental cookie jar, a collection of moments where you persevered, where you succeeded despite the odds. Whenever you doubt yourself, reach into that jar and use those memories to silence the negativity. You cannot improve what you don't acknowledge. To develop mental toughness, you need to be brutally honest with yourself. This doesn't mean tearing yourself down, but being clear about your strengths and weaknesses. Goggins uses what he calls the accountability mirror. Every day, he would look at himself in the mirror and write down the harsh truths, whether it was about his weight, his lack of discipline, or his failures. but he used these truths as a starting point for growth. Look in the mirror today and write down what's holding you back. Is it fear, procrastination, lack of discipline? Be honest, but don't let it stop you. Use that list as fuel to drive you forward. Make a plan, tackle your weaknesses one by one, and hold yourself accountable. When your body and mind are screaming at you to stop, you're likely only at 40% of what you're truly capable of. Pushing past this perceived limit is where real mental toughness is built. Goggins' infamous 40% rule is based on the belief that most people quit long before they've actually reached their full potential. Goggins pushes himself beyond the breaking point, not just physically but mentally, to prove what the human body and mind can truly achieve.
Like, you have no idea how great you really are, because you are using such minimal of what you have.
Next time you feel like you've hit your limit, whether it's during a workout or a tough task, remember the 40% rule. Challenge yourself to push just a little further, because that extra effort will toughen your mind and elevate your performance. Without a strong why, you'll quit when things get tough. Your why is your reason for pushing through pain and discomfort, and it needs to be powerful enough to keep you going when motivation fades. Goggins' why was deeply personal. He wanted to become a man who would never be defined by his failures, his upbringing, or anyone else's expectations. His why was stronger than any pain he faced during his grueling challenges. What's your reason for building mental toughness? Is it to be a better father, to achieve your dreams, or to prove something to yourself? Write down your why and look at it daily. Let it drive you when you feel like giving up. At this channel, we are driven to help men become great. Being a man is not easy, and toughness is essential. That drives us, what drives you. Before you can achieve success, you need to see it in your mind. Visualization is a powerful tool that helps you stay focused and motivated, even in the toughest moments. Goggins often visualizes the feeling of victory before he even starts a race or a challenge. He imagines what it will feel like to cross the finish line, to prove his doubters wrong, and to achieve his goals. This visualization fuels his effort. Take 5 minutes each day to visualize the person you want to become. See yourself succeeding, feel the pride of overcoming obstacles, and use that vision to stay focused and motivated in your everyday life. Mental toughness isn't built overnight, but by following these 7 powerful tips, you're already ahead of the game. If you want to continue developing into the best version of yourself physically, mentally, and emotionally, hit that subscribe button and join our community of strong, driven men. Together, we're going to keep pushing limits and creating greatness. Also, drop a comment below with what tip you found the most helpful, and share your thoughts on where you need to improve your mental toughness.